and welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have a video for you which is kind of what's on my Kindle. I try very hard not to have too much on there, but as I was writing this down, I have way more books that I haven't read than I realized. Some of them are Netgalley reads, some are ones that I think I got for free or 99 cents or through Amazon. I didn't really spend, most of them are not that. And then the rest are books that I get through Kindle Unlimited. So there's some on here that have been on here since the last time I did a What's on My Kindle, because I did that when I first purchased my Kindle. I downloaded 10 books and was like, I'm going to read these 10 books. Some of them are still there. Some of them I've since deleted because I don't have any interest in reading them anymore, but let's just dive in. So I'm actually currently reading this one, but I have it through Netgalley, and that is She's Faking It. It's by the same author who wrote How to Hack a Heartbreak, and I'm not really loving this one, so that'll be fun when I have to go review it, but I'm currently reading it, so it should be off my Kindle. Hopefully by the time you're seeing this video, it should be already off. I just recently downloaded If It's Perfect, and I'm not sure who it's by, but I saw somebody post about it and how it was really sweet and such a great read on Instagram, and I went over to check it out to see what the synopsis was, and I saw it was about baking, and I saw that it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I just hit the download button. I don't know what it's about, but hopefully it's good. Also on Kindle Unlimited is The Color of Law. So this is one that I've been interested in reading, and it's basically about how we have plotted our maps to basically create unintentional racism. And so I'm really curious about that. I did start it temporarily for a second. I needed something to pass the time real quick, and it's very dense and not one that you could just pass time with. So I put it back on my shelf as want to read, and I'm going to try to pick it up again when I can actually pay attention to it, but I'm really interested in that one. And I was excited that it was on Kindle Unlimited. Then through Netgalley, I have Malibu Rising, which is Taylor Jenkins Reid's new book, and I'm excited for that one. I did not love Daisy Jones and the Six, but I've really enjoyed all of her other books, so I'm hoping that it goes back to the direction of her her old style books, because Daisy Jones and the Six I just couldn't do. I just really didn't like it, and it had nothing to do with the way it was the writing style. I liked that it was being told in interviews. I just didn't love the substance and what the actual plot was. So hopefully this one will go back to why I love Taylor Jenkins Reid in the first place. Then through Netgalley, I also have Dark Horses, which I have heard comes with a ton of trigger warnings. I'm a little nervous because people were like, it's like My Dark Vanessa, and I really didn't like My Dark Vanessa, but I have a feeling I didn't like My Dark Vanessa because I'm a teacher. So to listen about a teacher who was doing inappropriate things with a student really made me uncomfortable. But also in the sense that I really didn't like the writing style, and I didn't it was slow, and I didn't like the main character. So I'm hoping that this one will be different. But I believe this is about a girl who is a horseback rider being in an inappropriate relationship with her horse trainer, I believe. Not positive, but heard that it's very dark and gritty, and I'm intrigued, but I'm also scared, which is why I'm kind of glad that I have it on Netgalley, because if I don't like it and I can't drive with it, I didn't spend $20 on it like I did with My Dark Vanessa. Then I've got A Touch of Darkness, which is the first book in a series, and I believe it's a romance series, and it's kind of a Persephone Hades retelling, which is my favorite. If you haven't read, and it's a YA series and it's kind of cheesy, but if you haven't read the Goddess Test series, I have such a sweet spot for that series. I've read that series twice, I believe. I love Greek mythology, so this is an adult romance, I believe, though, so it's a little different because the Goddess Test is YA, but I don't know. I'm really excited to try that one if I get the chance. It's on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested. Then I've got The Good Samaritan by John Mars, which is also on Kindle Unlimited. I really loved the one. I liked The Passengers. I did not like What's Left Between Us or What's Between Us. It came out last year. I didn't really like that one. So I'm hoping The Good Samaritan is good. I also have through Netgalley, I have his newest release, which is called The Minder. So I was like, maybe he's going to go back to his sci-fi thrillers. But I just saw a review where it was like really bad. So I'm a little nervous again for that one. Like, I literally like got approved and the next day saw the really bad review. So I'm a little nervous for The Minders, but I'm hoping it'll go back to being like the one. Then I have Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. I really want to physically own this one, but for some reason I keep being like, it's on Kindle Unlimited. Like, you could just read it for free. But like, I like Taryn Fisher and I like Colleen Hoover, so I should want to own it. So hopefully I will just read it on Kindle, love it, and then purchase it. So we'll see what happens. But that's definitely on my, like, I really want to read this list. I have The Last Bathing Beauty, which is a historical fiction novel. I think I got this through, like, Amazon First, or, like, Amazon Reads First or something. Like, if you have Prime Reading, they offer you, like, if you have Prime, they offer you, like, every month, like, 10 books or, like, 7 books that you can read for free if you want. And this was one that I downloaded. I don't remember what it's about, but it looks pretty, and it looks like something I would like, so we'll see if I ever read it. Through Netgalley, I have No Bad Deed. This was a book that I got an email about, and they were like, we think you'd like this. Download it. And then I, like, downloaded it, even though I had no idea what it was about. So it's unfortunately hurting my Netgalley score right now because I haven't read it and I haven't reviewed it. But it was also a book that I wasn't fully interested in the first place, so I don't know what to do with it. I'll probably end up reading it at some point, but it's just sitting there for right now. And then I've got Girls Weekend, which is another Netgalley read, which I feel terrible about having still because it came out a while ago. The release date kept getting pushed off. Like, I think it finally came out in July or something like that. But it was originally supposed to come out in, like, April, and then it just, like, kept getting pushed back. And I kept being like, I'll read it next month. I'll read it next month. I've seen horrible things for this book, which I think is why I keep putting it off. I've seen a couple people be like, oh, it's really good, but I've seen other people that hated it. So I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know, because you could technically on Netgalley say, like, I won't be reviewing this for you, but it still keeps your score low. Like, so I'd rather just read it and up my score than hurt my score. I don't know. What would you do? What do you do? If you download a book and you finally see that it's just got really bad reviews, what do you do? What do you do? I have In the Dark, which I remember adding to my Goodreads wish list once. And for some reason, I own this on my Kindle, and I don't remember, like, I don't think I paid for this one. I don't know where it came from. I don't remember what it's about. I want to say that somebody said it was similar to And Then There Were None. I want to say Chapters in Converse talked about it, but I don't remember. I don't remember what it's about. I don't remember if I actually want to read it or not, but I don't want to delete it if I actually paid for it, but I don't remember if I paid for it or not. Problems. And then I have Date Night, which is a book that I remember Shelby from Shelby Taggart Reads talking about. I believe, like, this couple goes on a date and then they come back and the babysitter is missing or something like that, and it just sounded intense. And I think I had, like, a $5 credit on Kindle books or something like that, so I think I purchased this one with that. And then I have through Kindle Unlimited After Nightfall by A.J. Banner. I love A.J. Banner's books. For some reason, I have not read that one yet. I've read her other 3 releases, but I haven't read that one. And so I just have it through Kindle Unlimited. I don't know why I don't own it because I own the other 3 books that she's written. So eventually I'll probably own it too, but it's sitting on my Kindle for right now. Then I have Within These Walls by J.L. Berg, another one where I own 3 of her books. So I don't know why I have this one on Kindle. But I think I did another thing where I had, like, credit and I, like, purchased this one for 99 cents based off the credit. I've heard amazing things about this one. I know Avery has talked about this one, and there's been a couple other people have talked about this one. So hopefully it's good. I really want to get to it at some point. And then Crank is another one that was recommended through Shelby. I don't remember what it's about anymore. I know it's a series. So hopefully I would like it if I got to it at some point. And then The Husband Checklist. Again, I believe it's about, like, this girl who makes this checklist of what she wants in a husband, and then this guy helps her to try to find that type of guy. And then I believe it's their actual romance and not this other guy's romance. But it's by Jasmine Miller. Again, I own 2 books. I've read 2 books. I don't know why I have this one as a Kindle Unlimited read, but who knows? Maybe it'll force me to read it someday. Because it tends to be what I do. I tend to read books that I already own through my Kindle, through Kindle Unlimited, just because sometimes I just need to read through a Kindle and not a physical book. So sometimes I do that. So that could be what ends up happening with those someday. But yeah, that's what's on my Kindle. What do you have on your Kindle? Do you have more? Do you have less? Are you a big Kindle reader? Do you just read it sometimes? Tell me what you do, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.